I am still trying to get used to this. There's something very important that I want to talk about, and that's this: a surge protector. In 2009, I watched my dad burn up in a house fire, not able to do anything but to sit outside for 8 hours, waiting for them to get done and bring his body out. Surge protectors supposed to go off whenever there is a short in one of these or in one of the appliances. In his case, it was a light that was hooked up to it that shorted out. The old surge protectors had a little piece right here, and inside it was a little glass cylinder that would break if there was a short. Well, in 2009, it didn't work. And this surge protector was behind his chair, and his chair caught on fire. Then he did. And for 300 and some odd days, I worked on that house, getting it ready for my mom to move back in. At exactly a year later, I ended up with cancer in the lung and had a really horrible surgery. So it didn't just hurt one person, it hurt 2, 3. Because my mom, at 80 some odd years old, couldn't get back into her house until it was done. And now if you hear me breathe hard, it's because I've been working in the yard the best I can, and my ribs are wired together. So sometimes it's hard for me to take deep breaths. A lot of people think they know what's wrong with me, and I let them guess. I let them assume. Because if they don't ask, let them assume I'm not the one that's sinning. There's tools sitting here. These are the tools, some of them, that I've used for many years to do construction, remodeling. That's how I've got so many boards and other things left over, is from where I've remodeled houses. But one of the things that I wanted to also tell ladies is a safety thing. And that is, when you are working with one of these tools, ladies, pull your hair back if you got long hair. Too many times I have seen, and I've done it myself, your long hair gets caught inside this little place here, and it will rip your scalp and the hair that you have. Because once it wraps around that and the motor is going, you don't realize it until the damage is done. So keep your hair pulled back. Another thing, I use an 18-pound hammer. Most women need a 16-pound. This one here is shock absorbent. I love this hammer, especially for a woman, because when you hit something, it does not jar your body, your arms, your wrist, as bad as a regular hammer. When I picked this up and I started using it, I thought, oh, where have you been all my life? Another thing, ladies, this is your best friend. You can hold on to a board securely where it doesn't move on you and you don't cut yourself. You don't poke yourself because it holds on to things for you. Ladies also. They're a little expensive and I don't always get them. But Deckmates is the best screws for you to use. And it comes with a bit that Deckmates use. Do not lose that bit. It will be a gold bit in there. You hang on to that or always put it back in the box. These are the best because they're sharp. The bit that's in it grips really good, so there's not as much slippage. They come in all sizes. Also, and I'm mainly talking to women, because more and more women are starting to have to pick up the slack of homesteading or making gardens or just anything. When you go to pick out a saw, here's one here, and here's one here. When you go to pick out a saw, pick it up, hold it in your hand, then pick up another one, hold it in your hand, hold it for about 5 or 10 minutes. See which saw is best for you. This one I picked up, 2009 when I worked on rebuilding my mom's house because my saw was old and I didn't think it would last. This one, since I became ill, is too heavy for me. It's got the bells and the whistles. It's got the light laser that helps you saw straight, and it's got everything. This one, my old reliable one, is lightweight. No, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but I can hold it for an extremely long time. I use my saws because I have for so many years. I use my saws for sometimes things that they shouldn't be used for, and I can hold on to it and not worry. There is other things. I have just about every tool. So, if you want to learn something about a certain tool, let me know and I'll teach you how to use it. That hammers pipes in the ground. It comes so handy for me. You place it over the pipe, you lift it up, you let go and let it do the work. These are just little things that I think every woman should know how to use. And there's other tools too that if you want to know how to use it, I'll teach you. There's one other thing before I leave that I see women doing, and some men, because they don't know. You have a 2x4. I see men and women do this to hammer in a nail. Yeah, at the start, you may want to do that. But don't choke your hammer. That's what you call it. It's choking it way up there. You find that sweet spot in your handle. And you let your wrist do the work after that. Don't choke up on your hammer. You'll end up busting a thumb. but you'll get more accuracy if you find that sweet spot. That's another reason why I like this hammer, is it's molded. See there? See how it's molded? Well, it's gotten a little hot because I've used it so much. But it molded to my hand. So ladies, don't choke up on your hammer, do this. Don't do this. Or even this. Unless you're starting a nail. I hope that kind of helps you. It's a little introduction. But please, one by one, change out your strips to new ones. And even then, it's not a guarantee that this will blow and turn off what is catching on fire. Because I also had one under my bed and it caught on fire. Luckily enough, I know electrical smells, so I knew what it was immediately. So there you go. There's an introduction to tools and to try to help you get started. Try to help you learn to use them in a more efficient way. So blessings to you, your land, and all you put your hands to. May you prosper. In Jesus' name. See you later, guys.